Hi, I'm Mandy, Product Engineer at Black Wolf, and today I want to tell you a little bit about our Turbo Air Series tents. They're fairly new and they're quite unique because they don't have any rigid poles. The poles are literally just inflated with a high volume pump. So the tent itself is very simple to pitch and pack because it all packs up together. There's no extra kind of pieces apart from these awning poles. So stay watching after I tell you a little bit about the tents, and you'll see just how easy they are to pitch and pack. So we've got two tents in the series, the Turbo Air Twin and the Turbo Air Plus. So they have very similar features. As you can see, they've got the same front awning, and they also have the same main living area in the middle of the tent. It's 3 meters by 3 meters. And then with the Twin, you've got a bedroom on either side. And with the Plus, you just have a bedroom at the back. So so 2 rooms for the Turbo Plus and 3 rooms for the Turbo Air Twin. So they have a 3-pole awning, which is similar to our aluminium pole Turbo series, but it is a simpler awning. It's a little bit smaller, so it does not use any of the turbo accessories. In terms of the strength and the structure of the tent, they're quite solid, but they're not quite as strong as our Turbo series. So if you do camp a lot in very windy conditions, I would certainly recommend looking at the aluminium frame Turbo series tents. So come on inside and I'll show you a little bit more about the interiors. So this is the interior of the Turbo Air Twin. As you can see, we've got a door at the rear. So this is it's got a full ripstop door, then a mesh door. So you can keep that open for, in warmer weather you can open that right up for some flow through ventilation, but still remain insect proof. And on the sides we've got our 2 bedrooms. So the bedrooms have a full ripstop door and a mesh door. So you can, in the hot weather, you can just have those mesh doors closed, just to really ensure you keep those bedroom areas bug free for a nice, so you can get a good night's sleep. And then if in colder weather, you can have your ripstop door closed as well. The 2 doors just zip together. So when you're using both together, you can keep them zipped together. Makes it easier. You've only got one zip to undo to get in and out. Or alternatively, you can unzip your ripstop door off the other door, and they just have a little shove pocket, make it super easy to operate. And then you can just close up your fly-wide door, and as I said, keep that bedroom area nice and bug-free. Up in the roof here, we've got a little loft attic, so good to keep small stuff up off the ground. Great to pop a light up in there, torch or a head torch or something up in there, just to give a bit of light for the tent if you don't have a lantern inside. So fairly simple, divided into your 3 rooms. So let's go and have a look inside the Turbo Air Plus. So inside the Turbo Air Plus, we've got this main area, 3 meters by 3 meters. Got 2 nice big windows on the sides. They're gusseted. You can see I've got this one gusseted, pegged out with the gusset open, so you can still get some good ventilation through there, even in rainy weather. Then this one here is rolled up, so you can see it's a nice big window. And then in the back, we've got our bedroom area. Same as in the Twin, you've got a door that has a ripstop door and a mesh door, so you can make sure you keep that area nice and bug-free for sleeping. Just packs away in the side there. Then you've got your gusseted window in the back there. The same. The bedrooms in the Twin also have those gusseted windows on the outside of each of the bedrooms to get some nice ventilation for your sleeping area. And like the Twin, you've got your loft. Your loft area at the top there for storing small things. So very similar in layouts, the 2 tents. With the Plus, you've got the bedroom at the back. With the Twin, you've got the bedrooms on the sides. So let's go back outside and have a look at a few of the external features. So the differences on the outside with the 2 tents. With the Turbo Plus, you've got these large side windows on your main living area, and then your gusseted window at the back. With your Turbo Air Twin, you've got your smaller windows on your bedroom, in the backs of your bedrooms, but then you do have your large rear door that you can use for ventilation of your main room. So in hot weather, you can roll that up and you can have breeze coming right through the tent. So, and then in cold weather, you can zip all the way down and you're nice and weatherproof. Now the airframes, whilst they're quite a large diameter, they're similar strength to a fiberglass pole dome tent. So quite strong, but in windy weather you will need to put all your guy ropes out. In fact, I'd recommend you always put all your guy ropes out. So you can go with your guy ropes to a single point if you're not expecting the weather to be too windy. And then if the weather is, if you're expecting really windy weather, each of these guy ropes should go to a separate peg. And you've got plenty of pegs in your kit to peg everything out. In terms of the fabrication of the tent, the fabrics we use very similar to our Tough Dome series tents. So you've got 150 denier polyester for the fly, so that's about double the weight of your average dome tent. And then you've got a 300 denier Oxford PU coated floor, so much tougher and stronger and longer lasting than PE floor that generally used in dome tents. So some very tough, durable fabrics used in the Turbo Air series. In fact, they're quite similar to the fabrics we use in our Turbo Light series in our aluminium framed turbos. So that's a quick look at the two tents in the Turbo Air series. Stay tuned now and you'll see a demonstration of pitching of either the Turbo Air Plus or the Turbo Air Twin, depending which video you're watching. This intro section is the same for both videos, but there is pitching of either one in the separate videos. So thanks for watching. More information on the Black Wolf website, and stay tuned just to see how easy they are to pitch. Okay, so let's take a look just how easy the Turbo Air Twin is to pitch. So first of all, we're just getting the tent out of the bag. We've cleared away our site, gotten rid of all the sticks and stones underneath. Just laying out the floor. Next thing to do is peg out the four corners, and then we're just going to peg the bottom of the poles. So you've got two on each side to peg out there. Now the valve on the tent is the valve on the poles is a standard Boston valve, the kind of valve you'll find on most blow-up boats and airbeds and all sorts of things. So it's a two-stage valve. So when you're pumping it up, you'll need to screw the bottom valve or the bottom section in. That's the way that you release the air out when you take the tent down. So screw that in, put your pump into the valve, and the high volume two-way action pump is supplied with the tent. When you do assemble your pump, make sure you include your pressure valve and your relief valve. There's in the instructions it shows you how to assemble that, and you don't want to overinflate your poles. So you're going to inflate those poles up to around about 6 to 7 psi, and there's a green zone on your pump that'll show you where to get to. Once you've pumped the pole, you just release take the pump out, and there's a one-way valve, so you don't have to worry about air escaping. And then you do that cap up. Now you do need to do that cap up nice and tight, because even though there's a one-way valve inside there, you will get a little bit of leakage over time. So it's important to close that top cap up nice and tight. Now you'll notice we've got two people here pitching the tent. Now it is much easier with two people. The poles just need a little bit of help to stand up as you pump them up. The material of the fly is reasonably heavy. So you'll notice Richard just moved there from the bedroom pole. Now he's blowing up the cross pole. So with the twin, you want to start with blowing up the two bedroom poles. They'll stand up, and they'll just make it much easier for the main crossover pole to stand up by itself. So once we've got those air poles done up, again remember to watch your pressure valve on your on the pump. Make sure you don't overinflate the poles. You can split them if you overinflate them. So you can see now we've just run around, pitched put out all the guy ropes, installed the awning, with the poles, put the guy ropes out for those, and you're ready for your camping trip. So now let's just run through the key components of taking the tent down again. So basically you're just going to release the air out of the poles, and you just do that by unscrewing that lower stage of the Boston valve. Be careful, there is a bit of pressure inside there, and it's a little bit noisy just as you first release the air out. So release that out, and essentially the air will come out quite quickly out of the poles. So here's Richard demoing so that's doing the main pole, bedroom pole, and the other bedroom pole. Once you've done that, it's just a matter of rolling the tent up, and it's a good idea to try and fold the tent so that the openings of the valve are towards the outside, and just roll slowly. The air will push its way out of the poles as you roll them up. So thanks for watching. If you want some more information on the Black Wolf Turbo Air Tents, head over to the Black Wolf website.